Rachel, and she tells me tensions rose before passengers started to press record. She says that third officer that came onto the plane yelled at Dr. Dow, and it was not long after that he was pulled from his seat and dragged down the aisle. Myers tells me she will never fly United Airlines again.
Oh my God!
There were children on that plane. There were little kids on that plane that saw that man being dragged through the aisle, bloodied and passed out.
Mary Myers says she was compelled to say something. Here she is on United Flight 3411 Sunday evening in Chicago, bound for Louisville. Myers says the flight was not oversold, but United crew announced multiple times that 4 seats were needed for their employees. When passengers refused, they were chosen by random computer selection, including Dr. David Dow of Elizabethtown.
I didn't notice them raising their voice. He was upset. The passenger was upset. He didn't want to have to leave. But then a third gentleman came on, and he was not identified. I didn't see anything on him that said he was a police officer.
Myers gives us a perspective she says we have not seen before, telling us the 2 officers talking to Dr. Dow were calm, but she says it was the third aviation officer, now placed on administrative leave, that escalated the situation.
You don't necessarily see it in the video, but when he came up and the officers were talking to that gentleman, he yelled at him. He said, "Hey," and really, aggressively, and then moments later, he grabbed that guy and ripped him out of his seat, and that's what you see on the video.
Myers says she was stunned, and so were many other passengers.
And the gentleman's face hit the armrest on the other side of the aisle, and it looked like he was knocked out. I mean, he was dragged down the aisle, and he was bloodied, and that's when I was horrified by what I saw, absolutely horrified.
She tells me the apologies from United are not effective due to the trauma the Dow family and passengers like her faced.
Oh my God, look at what you're digging at him!
Myers sends her well wishes to the Dow family and says United should have handled this much differently. We have now learned, Rachel, that United Airlines is issuing refunds to all passengers on Flight 3411. Louisville veterinarian Joya Cummings is who I talked to on Monday. She tells me she received an email this afternoon about the refunds. United says it will release the findings from a comprehensive review of its policies later this month. I'm Tabney Dozier, WHAS 11 News.
All right.